Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, season preview, and chase predictions. Alright, we have 25 races in all for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series in 2026, 7 chase races, 2 street races this year, debut in St. Petersburg and then Coronado. The first 2 street races in Craftsman Truck Series history. We got that weekend with the IndyCars there in St. Petersburg. We already got a couple IndyCar guys going to race trucks, so that's going to be kind of cool. Got Andretti in the field, got James Hinchcliffe in the field, Daryl Franchitti. Oh yeah, it's going to be a stacked weekend there. Can't wait to see that and see how these trucks do on the streets. That ought to be real fun. We have 22 full-time drivers in 2026. We have 10 Chevrolets, 9 Fords, 5 Ram returning with Colic Racing. Yeah, if you would have said a year ago that we would have Colic Racing in the Truck Series with Ram, I don't know if anybody would have believed you. We do. We have 5 Toyotas as well. Now, there's been a change to the eligibility for the full-time Cup guys. So any Cup driver with 3 or plus years of experience can run a max of 8 races, up from 5 last year. No chase. And I thought this was the regular season finale, but I think it's just the chase and the championship race. So the first 17 is the only ones they can run. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see how many additional drivers we get in the Truck Series. We know we got Jimmy Johnson this year. We know we got Ricky Stenhouse Jr. We know we got Tony Stewart for a race. He says it's only one. It might be a multiple. So yeah, it could be a fun Truck Series. Plus we got all the truck regulars. So yeah, the Triple Truck Challenge returns: Darlington, Rockingham, and Bristol. Great 3 tracks for that. If you don't know what the Triple Truck Challenge is, if you win 1 race of those 3, Darlington, Rockingham, Bristol, you get an extra $50K. If you win 2 of the 3, you get an extra $200K. If you sweep all 3, you get $500,000. What truck team could not use that? We have 3 rookies in the field this year. We have the number 13 with Cole Butcher there at Thorsport. We have 2 Colic Racing, the number 12, Brendan Butterball and Queen. So Brendan Queen moving up from the ARCA series to the Truck Series, kind of that progression a lot of people do. Late model guy, championship in the ARCA series last year. What's he going to do in that number 12 Ram with Colic? And the number 14, Minnie Tyrell, he won the race for the seat. I know it was kind of announced a long time ago that he won, or unofficially won, and then he won. So I'll see what he can do in the Ram truck there for Colic Racing. Yeah, Ram return. It's not Dodge, it's Ram returning. Those 5 full-time trucks for Colic Racing, they paused their Xfinity program. They had the 2 Cup cars for Chevrolet. Obviously, the plan is for Dodge to eventually return to Xfinity and to Cup. Probably 2027 is early on that, possibly 2028. I don't think Chris Rice and Matt Colic would have made the move to invest in 5 Craftsman trucks and do all that infrastructure needed and all that if there wasn't a plan for Dodge to be in Cup. I think there's a long-term plan. From what I understand, it's a 10-year contract. I thought I saw somewhere. It could be 5. I don't remember which one it was. Probably outs for both sides there at some point, But yeah, taking on that, and hey, you know what? 5 full-time trucks is going to be a lot. We know the first practice at Daytona, there were some speed issues, some tech issues. Obviously, it's a growing pains. NASCAR has added the 4 provisionals for the first 3 races for the new OEM, which obviously any new OEM would get that. I know I've heard some kind of about it because Toyota didn't have that. Well, yeah, Toyota kind of struggled getting into the sport. So I think NASCAR is trying to make it more inviting to these new manufacturers. Because if you look at Toyota, they missed a lot of Cup races the first few years. They missed a lot of races in the Truck Series those first few years. That's not inviting. That's not saying, come, welcome. That's, if you come, great. If you don't, oh well, we don't care. This, I think, gives these new manufacturers that want to come into NASCAR the opportunity, okay, we have 3 races to kind of get our feet wet, to make sure we're in the field, because once you have those 3 races, you made those 3 races, then you have accumulated points, And then you go off of those points to make the race. I know Colic had bought some points from other truck teams that went out, so they should be able to get all 5 trucks in the first 3 races. But yeah, anything can happen in qualifying, so you just don't know. So, all right, new this year is the chase for the truck series. So we'll have 10 drivers running for a championship. Unlike the playoffs, there's not the one in year in, which I'm kind of sad to see go, but I kind of understand it. You know, if NASCAR thought people were winning the Daytona 500 and going, we're in the playoffs. Oh yeah, we won the Daytona 500. So it makes Daytona look like any other race. Okay, you know, I can kind of understand that, because people were doing it. I get it. You know, I do like the drama of the winning you're in and the chance to win that last race and knocking somebody out. I kind of understand that. So I kind of get that to a point. I still like that kind of format. You know, I find the excitement and drama of that. But you know what? The chase is what we have. So we have 7 races. Once we get done with the regular season, and then top 10 points, we move on to the chase. So I think it's going to be a big battle for that final chase spot. I think, you know, Ty Majeski, the Caden Honeycuts, Tyler Ankrum, Lane Riggs, Grady Edfinger, Chandler Smith, Christian Eckes, Daniel Hamrick. I think those guys are pretty much a lock for the top 8 in points getting to the chase. I think between Stuart Friesen, Justin Haley, I think his experience with Ram and Colley's experience when it comes to racing, I think will help them be part of that. I don't know if the other trucks will be able to step up. I think they'll be in the conversation, but not be kind of on the verge of. So Stuart Friesen, Justin Haley, then Jake Garcia, Gio Rosario, Ben Rhodes, Tanner Gray. I think those are going to be that next tier. I think it's going to be kind of those 6 drivers running for those 2 spots. I think it's probably how the season is going to kind of lay out. And I have Stuart Friesen and Justin Haley making it, and then Jake Garcia, Gio Rosario, Ben Rhodes, and Tanner Gray kind of right there on the outside. I think the first 8 are pretty much a lock in my opinion. So, but yeah, we're going to start this all off at Daytona tonight. We have a truck race. So we'll see who can host that trophy at Daytona and not say, I'm in the playoffs. I made the playoffs. You know, I mean, obviously somebody's going to pull Noah and do something they're not supposed to. And I, you know, we'll talk more about that in the Cup Series, but I love how that came down during qualifying. For those of you who don't know, they made a rule this year you couldn't put your hand up by the winning net to block the air. And Noah did it in qualifying for Cup. So, yeah, I mean, and I love Dale Jr., you know, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Noah. Noah's the one when you say, hey, the stove's hot, don't touch it. What do you mean the stove's hot? I can't touch it if it's hot. Why can't I touch it? Oh, it's hot. I burned myself. So, everyone, Noah's going to be the one that does it. But, you know, his time was disallowed, and he had to run through the door, you know, go in the back of the field. So, but anyway, we have 10 drivers for a 7-race chase. Championship prediction. We're going to do that here? I can do that here. My championship prediction is going to be Caden Honeycutt, the number 11 Tricon Garage Toyota Tundra. Oh yeah, the truck that won the championship last year. Alexis Smith win, but the prediction is going to be Caden Honeycutt. As always, thanks for watching our sports show. Stay tuned for the race preview, and then the season premiere, a preview of O'Reilly Auto Parts, and then the Cup Series as well. As always, thanks for watching our sports show. Until just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader. Sports show content.